Getting your superheat and subcooling measurements right is key to making sure your HVAC system runs smooth without messing up the whole setup. So, when you're working on measuring superheat and subcooling, always remember to use the right gauge colors. Red for the high side where the liquid and subcooling happen, and blue for the low side where you deal with vapor and superheat. This keeps everything clear and avoids mixing up readings, which can totally throw off your system's balance. Start by hooking up your blue gauge to the low pressure side, usually where the vapor is, and the red gauge to the high pressure side, where the liquid line is. Make sure your gauges are in good shape and calibrated so you don't get weird numbers. When you check superheat, you're basically seeing if your evaporator is doing its job right by measuring how much heat the refrigerant picks up after it evaporates. For subcooling, it's about checking how much the refrigerant cools down after condensing, which helps ensure the condenser is working well. Always double-check your temperature and pressure readings against the manufacturer's specs to avoid overcharging or undercharging your system. If you keep it simple and stick with the color codes, you'll dodge confusion and make troubleshooting way easier. One of the biggest mistakes people make with superheat and subcooling is mixing up the gauge colors and hooking them up wrong, which leads to totally wrong pressure readings and can cause serious system damage. Fix this by always using red for high side and blue for low side, no exceptions. Another common error is not accounting for ambient temperature or ignoring manufacturer guidelines when calculating superheat and subcooling. Make sure to factor in outdoor temps and check spec sheets every single time. Third, folks often forget to calibrate their gauges or use faulty equipment, causing inaccurate data that messes with diagnosis. Just take a minute to test your tools before starting and replace anything that seems off. BigHomeProjects.com is a solid resource for homeowners who want to find trusted local contractors without the headache of endless searching. Plus, it helps contractors connect with real clients looking for their skills, making it easier to get work done right the first time.